Hello there, partners. I'm Adriana Gonzalez Vega. I'm in 8th semester of social work. The next video is a representative sample of Colombia culture, the Barranquilla Carnival. I hope you enjoy. The Carnival of European origins was introduced to America by the Spanish and Portuguese more than a century ago, when Barranquilla was a small town. Carnival starts. In 1888 came a figure called King Momo. The year of 1889 created the position of president and board carnival organizer. In 1903, he organized the first Battle of Flowers. By a proposal, Mr. Heriberto Bengoechea recovered a carnival tradition of previous years to the year 1819. Was chosen for the first time a queen to preside over the festivities of Carnival. Alicia Lafaurie Roncallo was chosen. In 1923, institutionalized these years from the era of the regime was suspended for 5 years. Tonalary is named Bengoechea Vives. In 1967, an event is introduced to the Carnival, the Great Stop, which takes place the second days of Carnival, Sunday. For the 1974, on the initiative of Esther Forero, Billu First Guacherna, an event that requests a lost tradition, cumbia and drums that night shared the spirit of neighborhoods. The Carnival of Barranquilla, distinguished by UNESCO as a masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity, is the expected date of the years not only for Colombia but all those who want to enjoy during the 4 days of cultural and folkloric events full of the ethnic diversity, joy, dancing, music and entertainment. The Carnival of Barranquilla is the big stage where it blows that way of being Caribbean, expressed through body language, graphic verbal, musical and through dance, color and custom. Rafael Soto Mesenetes. Duration Carnival. Barranquilla Carnival begins 4 days before Ash Wednesday, reaching its climax on Saturday during the famous Battle of Flowers, where the joy and color of Colombians are facing in the only battle of colors, flowers, beauty and peace. Dances. Cumbia. It is a dance of gallantry among couples who make up the group, which fuses elements of indigenous black and white. It is characterized by elegance and supple hip movements of women. A drum and flute are milled. It has its origins on the popular festival and Barranquilla and peoples of the Atlantic coast, in times when a good power outage were the blazing light on the candles. The dance is performed on a well made up of men moving inside and women dancing outdoors. For purposes of carnival dance, groups will marching on the tracks. Dance of Congo is one of the most colorful dance and exotic custom means. It illustrates its large turban filled with artificial flowers and which goes a long stalk on the back which almost reaches the heels, was decorated with ribbons, bows, laces. The turban worn on the front of one or more mirrors is a typical dance of the Carnival of Barranquilla. They make several pairs accompanied by a group of animal costumes and a set of musicians including a drum, guacharaca, palms and singer and chorus. Dance of Garabato. And the Dance of the Congo, it is a traditional carnival of Barranquilla, represents life and death, and their dancers move to the sounds of the drums and figures such as snails, tunnels. Fans are simulating the movements of waves. The band that accompanies the dance is composed of a drum of a single patch, guacharaca, and singer accompanied by voice of a shore and palms. The music they perform is the rap of beer or blow away shandy. Black dance. It is the dance that represents the African American culture. It is characterized by strong percussion hits. Is usually performed maple rate, which in turn follows a dance of African slaves called calendar. A special dance, devil dance, is originates in the religious festival of Corpus Christi to be held in the departments of Magdalena, Bolívar, and Cesar, and especially in the municipality of Mompox. And its zone of influence consists of the Assumption Devils dance outside the church and outside the procession. The dancers are dressed in baggy one piece and use red masks with horns, castanets, and mirrors. Dance of the Farotas. Certain men participate in dance where you dress up in costumes and accessories for women. According to oral tradition, the dance represents the strategy used by the native Spanish to avenge the abuse of women. Indian dance comes from the indigenous population on the banks of the Magdalena River. Indians and Indian parrots brought it consists of displacement of culpes who are twisted ribbons and untwisted again. According to oral tradition of the dance movements respond to many indigenous rituals performed on the banks of the Magdalena River. Children. All those customs presented by children or involve their participation. In most cases, a representation in children's version of the traditional carnival events. The children's customs can also be individual or in groups, collective. The custom in which more than one person involved maintain unity in what they represent. Although the size is off, the Barranquilla Carnival Foundation will make payments for up 5 members per group. Some customs, La Loca. The Carnival of Barranquilla, the opposite of wisdom is opposition to the status of people ordinary, saint stance. Customs like crazy, break the fair or ridicule, and unless that way secretly wanted to be act or dress in ordinary days. Maria Moñitos. More than a customs, it became a character in the carnival do Emil Castellanos. Her clothing and her filtration became possible to support their children, taking advantage of the fear of ridicule and his false strokes. Maria Moñitos took advantage of the situation. After his death, his son distinguished to keep her father alive in the carnival. Customs. The wit and popular creation move annually to disguise the season wears on shop tide. Carnival's custom, which in turn is synonymous with the carnival. Without this requirement is not conceived a party that has long since been encouraging men to unleash their creation. The customs include individual gifts of single element that can sometimes be presented by more than one person according to the need for travel. Is always due to people creativity. Burial of Joselito Carnaval is performed on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, beginning 9 the Catholic Lent. Joselito is the most representative of the Carnival of Barranquilla, a symbol of joy and celebration, which after 4 days of intense party, each day your body is crying and symbolically buried the merry windows who shared with him his day of party. Joselito funeral is a symbolic farewell to the flesh. Joselito no single city white, but anyone can get one and walk the streets. This practice is widespread and by people of all age, creeds, race and sex, as a ritual of farewell to the Carnival, with the burial of Joselito and the festivities of God Momo.